So Preview World's website, also known as Preview Magazine to us comic book store goers, has revealed to us some new deluxes for the Transformers Studio Series line. We have Wave 9 here, and it's some new reveals. It's stuff that we didn't know about. We have three characters here. We have Roadbuster, who made his debut in Dark of the Moon. We have yet another Shatter figure from the Bumblebee movie, and also from the Bumblebee movie, we have Bumblebee, but with his Jeep. I guess we could call it one of his World War II alt forms, one of the many. So let's dive into this. So first, we have that of Roadbuster. Now, Roadbuster, like I said before, Dark of the Moon alumni debut, part of the wreckers of that continuity, and he's had a ton of toys in the past. Again, like most movie toys, when you've made your one movie appearance, you're going to get a bunch of toys. But he came out during that Dark of the Moon time when there was that Cyberverse price point, which is like that Legends price point. And and not to mention even like bot shots and all the weird stuff that was going on. And he had a ton of toys. Up to that point, from my personal opinion, his best toy up to this point was his Human Alliance one. And even though that one kind of had some issues here and there with the torso, overall it was a very good toy. I loved the Human Alliance line. I always kind of felt that it was like the evolution of the Alternators line. And it was a very good toy. Up to that point, a lot of the movie toys before Studio Series was a thing in the Masterpiece MPM line, Human Alliance really was the go-to for a lot of these characters. And this is the same thing with Roadbuster. Roadbuster, and I believe he came with Sergeant Recon, was his little driver that he came with. And it was an amazing toy. And again, he had a whole bunch of deluxes and all kinds of gimmicky toys here and there. But it looks like we're going to be getting a deluxe class Studio Series 1. I don't know. I like that they kept all the weaponry and stuff all over the car design, because I know that his original deluxe from Dark of the Moon, the Mech Tech one, was lacking of that, so I really appreciate that it's all there. I don't know. I feel like the robot mode looks a little simplistic because these guys were very animated and jagged edged all over it, and I find that it's almost like a cooled down version of that at least like the Human Alliance one kind of conveyed better. Maybe it's just, because these are CG images of the product, so, we don't have the final version of it just yet. Head sculpt looks nice. Needs more weapons. I don't know, the same thing, kind of lacking on the weapons. But again, maybe these are just early shots, and there's more to be seen later on. But I mean, I dig it. Again, he was a really interesting design and one of the better parts of Dark of the Moon. And again, a really good Human Alliance toy that just had all those guns and everything on it. So kind of deserves to have more of that too here. At least the alt mode has all the guns, but that robot mode is kind of lacking in weapons. Next, we have that of Shatter. Now, of course, Shatter, same thing. Movie toy, had a whole bunch of releases. Now, we've had a Studio Series Shatter already. It transformed into the car form. And now we have a Shatter that's going to transform into the alt mode of the jet form. I find that the robot mode of this one is more accurate to how she looks in the movie. Much better robot mode, where I find that the robot mode of the car version of the Studio Series release that we got in April of this year was not as nice. Not as accurate, I guess is the best way to put it. Still nice, but not as accurate. And I mean, it's kind of a shame that up to this point, this character, even in the mainline Bumblebee toy line, is kind of stuck where it has to have a toy that only turns into one mode. I mean, all of her figures up to this point, even with the Energon Igniters, it's like either you turn into one or you turn into the other. You can't do both. And, I'm hoping that maybe in the future we'll get maybe a Voyager or even a Leader class. Maybe Leader's a little too big, but a Voyager that could kind of triple change between the two. I mean, that car front is very present in that chest alt mode. In that chest robot mode. So, I mean, it's clear that something could be there. But I really hope this one is a really good figure, because the original Shatter from Studio Series had a lot of QC issues. I know that the ball joints were just they were just not that great. And when you're spending good money on your deluxe Studio Series, you hope to get really good quality stuff. articulation was super restricted on that one too. So let's hope that this one knocks it out of the park. Again, it looks more accurate to the show model, the movie model of the CG. So I kind of hope that this one really does a great job, even though I'm more of a car guy than a jet guy. And last but not least, we have Bumblebee, yet another studio series Bumblebee. And, this is our second World War II Bumblebee in a lot of ways. We already had the tank-ish kind of one, and now we have the Jeep one that appeared at the beginning of the Bumblebee movie. So if you want to have your 7 seconds of Bumblebee fighting with a not Blitzwing, not Starscream, you could do that. It looks really nice, but at the end of the day, it's another Bumblebee. I don't even know what we're up to at this point. 7, 8 Bumblebees in Studio Series line? Probably more. I've lost count. But so yeah, hey, another Bumblebee. That's kind of cool. Kind of an answer to a third party who's kind of trying to do their own Jeep Bumblebee. So if you want to get an official deluxe scale one, here it is right here. Of the 3, I'm the most excited about Shatter. I find that she's the best take on the character model. I'm still kind of hoping that there's more to be shown here with Roadbuster. I really liked that Human Alliance one. All of those Human Alliance ones, really. So I'm hoping that there's more here in terms of weapons and stuff, because those wreckers, it's all about the guns and the weapons and the blades and the chainsaws and all the stuff that they got. And Bumblebee is Bumblebee. I'll get him in the secondary market afterwards. I'm not going to be paying another $29.99 Canadian for yet another Bumblebee. But hey, I'm sure some people are happy about it that we're getting Jeep Bumblebee in official form, and we could always celebrate about that. So that's the 3 of them here. These have a estimated release date of April 2020, which is interesting because the ones that we just discussed of the previous came out in April of 2019. So April 2020 according to preview here. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll keep you posted. And let me know what you think about these guys.